Good evening and welcome to GoRacing.ie. We're at Leopardstown this evening for the second of our 8 Bulmers Live meetings of the summer season, and joining me in a few moments' time is jockey in form Fran Berry, fresh from his success in the Ascot Stakes and Domination for Charles Byrnes in day 1 of the Royal Ascot. Joining me now is a jockey in red hot form at the moment, Fran Berry. Fran, firstly congratulations on your third success in Royal Ascot on the opening day, and all your 3 successes have been in the one race, the Ascot Stakes.
Yeah, no, thanks very much, Kevin. It was a great day on Tuesday, obviously, and big thrill. Won the race last year for John Wild Sharp, and to win it a third time and 2 years in a row, it's fantastic. It's the only day I was over there this year, and it was great to make it count.
And Domination, he was a little bit slow out of the stalls, but he went a nice gallop, and it kind of suited you. You were able to put him to sleep out the back.
Yeah, he switched off, jumped slow, he always does. He was a bit unlucky in a GPT handicap in Galway last year. He missed his start badly and only got beat a half a length. It's a habit of his, but actually it played into his hands, suited him on Tuesday, because they went a really good end-to-end gallop, and it brought his stamina into play. And when he got passing a few horses from the home turn, he really enjoyed it and took off, in the home straight to finish very strongly.
And Charles Byrnes, he's one of the shrewdest men in the game, and you've been riding for him since I think you were an apprentice.
Yeah, a long time ago I rode a 3-mile chaser, good 3-mile chaser. Used to have Super Frankie in the flat one day, and I told him
it's going back a while.
It is, and came in, and I think it was only he thought a stepping stone to going back over fence, and I said, God, this horse might win a little flat race, and he pulled him out the next day anyway. He won in Clonmel over a mile and a half or something, so that's a good while ago, and he's always been very good to me, Charles. And he wouldn't have too many runners on the flat, but he never looks beyond me, and we've been lucky together, and Tuesday was fantastic.
And it was a race you suggested to Charles a while ago, wasn't it, about Domination? You thought the Ascot Stakes would suit him.
Yeah, I rode him in Galway actually. We thought he'd win in Galway, I think it's 2 years ago now, and he done all but win. He was 8 lengths clear the third horse, but he was beaten 6 lengths by the winner. But the winner was Valouz de Cours of Dermot Wells.
Won a Ledger.
Won an Irish Ledger, and she was probably, I think, running off in the low 80s, and we're in the mid 70s, so that's just unlucky to run into him on the day. But the way he came up the hill in Galway that day, I just thought there's going to be a good day in extreme staying distance in the future, and a bit of experience in that race. I just thought he could be one in the future for it, and it's great the way it worked out.
Fran, how special is it to ride a winner in Royal Ascot?
It's unbelievable. I was talking to a man this morning, and he said, "What's that Ascot like?" And I just said it's something like Crow Park. You're driving down the road, and then this colossal structure appears, and the atmosphere, the track, everything. There's nothing like it. It's our Cheltenham for flat racing, and it's to go there just to ride, but to be involved and ride a winner, it's fantastic. It hasn't sunk in. You're at home there today looking to replay again, just making sure you did win.
He'll be well wore out by the time the week is over. And of course, talking about Cheltenham, you're one of the few flat jockeys riding at the moment that can boast that you've a success. Cairowani, wasn't it, a couple of years ago?
It was, yeah. God, I was only 17, I think, 99 it was, but no, that was fantastic. A long time ago now, but Spencer says he's done it, but he won the bumper. I told him to have a go over hurdles and see how he gets on, so they were great days, and to ride a winner there this week, it's hard to get on high profile horses, and in good races, and to go there to a good meeting and have a ride with a chance and be successful on it. It was great,
And you rode a few winners over hurdles. At the time, was it just because of your weight, you didn't know what way you were going to go, because you are quite a big fella? Yeah,
back then, there was no winter racing, and it was just at home and schooling over hurdles, and I was quite heavy. I went up to 9.7 or 8 at one stage, and but hurdles are very good to me. I rode 40 odd winners over hurdles, and a couple of good races in England as well as in Ireland, and it gave me a good grounding actually to come back to the flat. But as things progressed in the flat, and I was getting busier, and my weight gradually came right, and I got over the hump when I was 21 or 2, and I was able to stay on it, thank God.
And Fran, I know the winter season now is in Dundalk, but for the last couple of winters you've been going out far east, and it's been proved very successful, your stints in Japan.
Yeah, no, Japan came about through winning on Pop Rock in Galway a few years ago. It's probably the most important winner I've ridden in Ireland. Just opened a few doors for me, and I was asked to go and took a chance. Didn't know much about it, but it's gone extremely well, and this winter was my most successful to date. You're only allowed to ride 3 months a year. I was there for 2 January, February this year, and 13 winners and a couple of group winners, and it's hard to describe. It's a national sport over there. It's very high profile, and they've a very good breeding industry and top class race horses. It's something I enjoy.
And the prize money is phenomenal as well out there.
Yeah, it's top monopoly. It's like France in these places, and it's huge, and the rewards are very good. But it's good race riding, great experience. You're riding the clock every morning, and the tracks are fantastic. And even an early winner out there, a poor Saturday as they call it over there, there'll be 40 or 50,000 people at the races. And a Group 1 day there'll be 100,000 plus. So it's a great experience.
And how does it compare riding in Japan as it does to over here in Ireland?
I think the tracks are different. The tracks over there are very, Grade 1 tracks. It's very centralised. There's only eight main GRA tracks, and they're all of a Leopardstown type standard or a Curra type standard. And it's a pleasure to ride them every day you race. And you race 2 days a week, and the quality of race, and it's a Premier League division of race, and they've only maidens, winners of one, listed Group 3. It's total quality, and it's they've invested a lot in their breeding industry, and their horses are top class.
Plan to go back there this winter?
Please God, yeah, you got to apply. And but my contacts, I have a trainer out there, Noriyuki Hori. He does very well. He'll be one of the up and coming trainers, and I've built up a good relationship with him and a couple of prominent owners. So I'll apply. Might go back middle of October, end of October for a month, and please God, after Christmas might go back for a couple of months then, yes, before the season kicks off here again.
And Fran, obviously Royal Ascot has been the icing on the cake so far this season, but you're having a great domestic season, 21 or 2 winners ridden so far.
Yeah, no, things have gone very well since I came home from Japan. Been very busy. I think things have picked up a bit. There seems to be a few more horses around, and very lucky to get great support from McManus family, and ride as much work for them on their horses and for as many trainers as I can. And lucky that a lot of horses I've ridden have been in good form. Thomas Edison's won 2 nice races, and Artful Art has won 2 in a week. And when you have a couple of horses like that could put a string of wins together, that helps to get your season going and fill in the blanks. Week to week. If you can keep riding a winner a week, and it can build up through the season, particularly in the early part of the season. If you can get a little bit of a run going, it all helps.
And Fran, you ride for a lot of dual purpose trainers that you've ridden for, going back to your apprentice days, the likes of Tony Martin you touched on there, and obviously Eddie Harty and lads like that as well, and of course obviously John Joe in England that you've ridden a lot of winners for down through the years. Yeah,
and Jessica Harrington is very good to me, and she's got a nice team, both flat hand jumps, and a lot of jumping type yards, dual purpose yards are very good to me, and obviously know them from years gone by, and would still maintain close enough links with them, and they're very good to me. And it's just about getting on as many horses as you can, and hopefully they click then.
Fran, big weekend next weekend, of course, the 3-day Derby Festival. I know it's a bit far away to know what you're riding yet. Entries obviously don't start coming out till the early part of next week, but is there anything there that you've nailed down at the moment, or that you're looking forward to riding next weekend?
All depends on ground, Kevin. At the moment it looks like it's going to be fast. That won't suit a lot of horses that I'd have in mind. Live O has been disappointing this season. We think she might have been just taking a race as she was off for a long time, and maybe fitness wise she might only be coming to herself, but with the way the ground is she probably won't turn up Derby weekend. Thomas Edison will be in the same boat. There's a nice 1.5 mile or 2 mile handicap he could run in. There's a nice filly of Mr. McManus, the one in Limerick by Luke de Vega. Her name escapes me.
She was very impressive, a 2-year-old David Watchman's.
Yes, that's right. She won first time out in Limerick, and she was good. To win first time out, she wasn't that wound up, and there's a chance she might go for a 6 furlong list race. She liked fast ground, so she'll be one to keep an eye on. She's promising.
You must Google her name, because I'm like you, I forget her name. She was very impressive that evening. Yeah. Fran, it's great to have a word with you. You're having a fantastic season. Obviously, many congratulations in Ascot the other day, and long may it continue.
Great, thanks very much, Kevin. Thank you.